I was a fair maiden who got kidnapped and secreted away into this creepy barn. Now you woke the other cat up. You woke Cairo up. They say that he was whisked away by the Fae because he was sharing too much of their secrets.
And now people are watching me film, and that is like kind of cringy.
Hey, so I'm pretty sure it's been like 2 months since my last vlog, and I think that's just gonna be the vibe with this channel, because I get inspired to do vlogs, I get inspired to like document my reading and my crafts and stuff, and then sometimes I either get like really busy with life stuff and I just like can't even think about doing any more filming than I already do for my job, or I get in my head and think that nobody wants to watch it. But I think it's fun to document things, and I like the idea of being able to look back on it in the future. And all that being said, welcome to a new vlog. This is going to be just kind of like a week in my life kind of vlog. I have just nothing crazy going on this week, but like I have a couple of crafts that I've been doing. I have some fun mail to be opening up. I'm working on collecting stickers and reading books, and I have a couple of bookshops that I have planned to go to this week. And then if all turns out the way I want it to, we are going to be hosting a friend from out of state. We're going to be maybe doing like a midnight showing of a Dario Argento film. And also I have been filming a little bit, baking a lot. So I just thought, like, week in my life, let's do it. So that's gonna be the plan. Right now, if you want a little update on like what I've been doing, what I've been reading, I'm currently in the middle of Clash of Kings. Can you hear Cairo? The kitty is crying out for my partner to wake up to get dinner. But I am, let's see, about 400 pages into a Clash of Kings. This is the second book in the Song of Ice and Fire series. I am currently doing a like read watch situation with the show and the book. So I've read the first book and I've watched the first series or the first season. And right now I'm like almost halfway done with the second book. And then after this, I will be reading the third book. Maybe not immediately after this, but I will be reading the third book. And then once I'm done with both the second and third book, I'm gonna watch the second, third, and fourth season, which comprises the second and third book. And my partner told me that before I watch the show, I should read the books because the books are really good. And it's always fun to be an informed hater because, you know, everybody says the showrunners royally shit the bed by the end of the series, and I want to be a hater, but be an informed one. Just understand exactly where they went wrong and be able to like rant and rave about it with someone who is also a fan of the series. So I think that's gonna be fun. So I'm gonna work on this week. I don't think I'm gonna finish this week. It's gonna be, I still have quite a bit. The plan is after that is to watch or to read a alien romance book, because it is the April prompt for the Monster Romance Reading Challenge. And I have one book. The whole prompt is you have to read a book about an alien on Earth, right? And I have a book that I am thinking will fit, but I don't know. I don't know for sure if the alien actually is on Earth or if it's based on like a different planet. But no matter what, that's the book I'm reading for the prompt. If it doesn't end up really fitting the prompt, I don't know. Maybe I'll get to it another month, but this is what's going to count as my monster romance book for this month. So I'm going to be reading Heart Song. I don't remember what the author's name is. I'll put it up here, right here. But I heard a lot of really good things about it. It's kind of a similar vibe I've heard people say as like Whispers of the Deep, in that it talks a lot about like, you know, struggling with communication, cultural gaps, like those kind of fun little aspects of like monster and alien romances, where it's like less about, I mean, I love a horny story, don't get me wrong, but it's less about the horniness. And, well, it's probably still a little bit about the horniness, but a lot of it is about like, you know, bridging cultural gaps and like falling in love with something you think is a little bit scary and they find you a little bit ugly. I just think that's fun. So I'm excited for that one. And then I also have a couple other books that I've been thinking of reading, but we'll probably go back to A Song in Ice and Fire after my monster romance book. So that's what's going on in reading land. I thought it would be fun too. I got like a bunch of mail. So I thought it'd be fun to do a little like unboxing, opening up on this, because I just think it's fun and I have some cute stuff. I also need to frame this guy. This is like a medieval watercolor painting of our cat Cairo, and I bought a frame from Amazon, and I'm gonna see if it fits, and if it does fit, then I'm gonna put it up. We have a little wall, kind of gallery wall situation, where we have all of a bunch of cat stuff, like stuff specifically surrounding like my cat Pepper, because I collected that kind of stuff. But now that I live with my partner and we are a 2-cat household, I was like, we need some Cairo representation on that wall. So I'm gonna put that up and I will show you how that looks. But for now, I'm gonna open up some fun mail. A lot of this stuff is gonna be stickers, because my plan is to bedazzle this with stickers. This is gonna be my new matcha latte cup, because it has a straw situation. I just prefer drinking my lattes with straws, and I desperately needed a cup with a lid, because I started to drink my matcha lattes out of just a regular cup, and lo and behold, my cat Pepper is obsessed with liquids and drinks of all kind, and she continuously got into my matcha lattes, and they made her throw up and made me really concerned. I thought something was wrong with her. She was getting into my matcha lattes. So cups with lids are necessary in this household. So I'm gonna be bedazzling this with stickers. I have like a pastel kind of theme going on. So I got one order from this Etsy shop in. So I'll show you what I got. Oh, it looks so cute. Oh, wow. I don't want to ruin this. I ruined the sticker. So, let's see what we have here. It is from Vampire Valentine on Etsy. I think they also have a website that they work off of. Maybe I'll put like the links and stuff in the description, because they do some pretty cute stuff. IMO. I'm gonna put this. I collect business cards of Etsy's and shops and little small businesses that I go to, so I will put this in my collection. But we have a conjoined sheep clown situation. So this is going to be going on here. I wanted it to be like kind of pastel, creepy cute, and then have some elements of like circusy, clown-core-y type stuff. So I have this. And then I also have this like little bunny that is half skeleton. so that's fun. And then I also got this. So it's a bunch of like ice cream animals. So I'm gonna do maybe a couple. I definitely have my eyes on this little pig. And I like the Neapolitan puppy on this too. Those are my top two, but we'll see if I have more room to fit on these. I got honestly more stickers than I have room, so I still have to plan things out once I get my other stickers. So, and then I think I'll do this. This is also a sticker haul. Just look at how freaking cute this packaging is. Okay, so this is also another sticker slash like stationery haul from obviously Milky Tomato on Etsy, but apparently they have their own website, which I will probably be shopping from here on out because it's always better to shop on people's own websites other than Etsy, because Etsy is kind of fucked up. All right. Oh, there's little like star confetti. I'm gonna save these for my journaling, even though they're like so dainty. Look at that. It's like literally stuck to my hands. Okay. Cute. All right, so first things first, I got a new sticker book. Oh, there's more confetti. I got a new sticker book because I have 2 sticker books already and they're full. So we have this guy. It's like a little TV head situation. Oh yeah, there's a lot of pages in here too. That's really good. Yeah, no, this is so necessary. My sticker collection just grows ever bigger and I love this guy. So I'm gonna keep that. And then I also have a haul of stickers that I'm going to put on this. So let's see what we got. We also got like some freebies, it looks like already. So thank you so much for your support. Very cute. So this is the main, this is so big. I'm so glad because this is like one of the centerpiece stickers. Let's see if I get out of the way. This is one of the centerpiece stickers of what I'm hoping to be. The only problem is there's this like dip here that I don't know if it's gonna really do well. But anyway, this is gonna be a centerpiece sticker. It is a clown made out of cake. His head is made out of cake. And I kind of love that. And then we also have kind of a creepy little teeth girl. Again, vibe is creepy cute. Interesting. Here is the thing for Spotify. I don't know if it's like a playlist or what. I'll have to look into that. Huh. And then we have like a little Milky Tomato sticker. There's a logo sticker. We have a little baby, little baby clown that probably would work well on this. And then like a little creepy little guy. Now, the next package is gonna be pretty cool. This is from Ivy. I went to Florida to film for her movie, The Haunting of Hog Hollow Origins. It is a spicy fetism corn movie. Fat admiration corn movie. Again, I don't fucking, sorry, YouTube. I'm censored by YouTube. So there's only so much I could say, but I believe there's some like fun merch that is coming out of that project, and this is one of them. All right, and then here's I'm gonna read this in a bit, but this is exciting because it is a little Swineheart Farms tote bag. So this is where the Haunting of Hog Hollow takes place. I'll have to put a picture in here so you can see how I look in my little costume. It's set in like the 1890s, early 1900s. I was a fair maiden who got kidnapped and secreted away into this creepy barn. And then, of course, various interesting kink scenarios happened to me while I was in there. So this is really fun. I'm super excited for it. If you're in the community, you know. If you know, you know. This is going to be a super fucking cool project when she's finished editing it. So I'm super excited for that. And that's coming out in Halloween time, October. So yeah. Oh, she did a little thank you note. Oh, that's so sweet. Little thank you note. I'm not going to read it out loud. It's too nice. But yeah, this was a really fun day to get mail. So it's been a fun mail day. I'm absolutely obsessed with this. I'm so excited. And yes, now I'm gonna frame this guy, maybe read a little bit. My partner's making clam chowder. I made some biscuits to go with it earlier, so it's gonna be very, very chill, cozy night, and maybe I'll show off the finished product of the gallery wall of all of our cats afterwards once it's all put together. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the vlog, and I just really hope you guys enjoy the vlog, and I will see you next time I check in. You just blend in, dude. Probably would be able to film a clip if you just turned away. Yeah. You're disappeared now. You're gone. But then I see your little eyes. See, now you woke the other cat up. You woke Cairo up.
Alright, so I had a doctor's appointment and I wanted to just have a little bit of fun since I'm kind of far away from my home. So I was like, I have a list. I have a wish list of books and graphic novels that I have been wanting to get. So I'm gonna have like a fun little afternoon of going to different bookstores and comic shops and just seeing what I can find. So my first stop is a comic shop and I'm looking for Grant Morrison's first Invisibles book, graphic novel, like the first, thing. And now people are watching me film and that is like kind of cringy, but yeah, I've heard a lot about it. I've heard that it's like very steeped in like occult stuff, psychic stuff, and Grant Morrison had intended it when they were writing it to be a hyper sigil. So I'm interested in what all that is about. So I'm gonna take that. Hopefully they have it here. If they don't, I might not even get anything because that's really all I'm looking for. And yeah, so come follow me as I adventure on my fun little bookish outing. Okay. So it's Sunday now, and I wanted to show you my haul of the stuff that I got from my various bookstore shenanigans, and
just kind of like update you on what I've been doing this week, and then also maybe close out this vlog because I did intend for it to be a 1 week kind of in my life sort of vlog. So probably gonna do that, but first I wanted to show you everything I got from the various bookstores that I went to. So I first went to a comic shop. I was looking for something very specific, but they didn't have it in stock, and of course I didn't want to leave there like empty-handed. I want to support my various small businesses around me, so I got the first volume of Chew, which I read Chew, CHEW, in the past before. It's like kind of a companion series to this, or this is a companion series to that. And it's basically about a pair of siblings who one of them is a detective and he's able to get psychic impressions from what he eats, and his sister is able to learn secrets from who she eats with, and she is a criminal. So it's cop, criminal, brother, sister, psychic, foodie people. So I'm excited to read this because I really enjoyed the original series that this is based off of, and I was hoping to get back into it because I was like looking around for like the first couple volumes of the original series Chew, and they had a lot of them, but they didn't have like the couple ones that I want, so I got the companion series, and I think that should be good. We love family drama here, right? And then I went to my fun little used bookstore, or this fun little used bookstore, and I found some like really good stuff. I think this might be my favorite in the, I mean, I moved to California this last August, and I've only been to like a handful of like different bookshops, but like so far this has been my favorite, definitely my favorite like used bookstore. So I found some really good stuff. The first thing I found is this copy of The Great God Pan and Other Stories by Arthur Machen. It's a little bit beat up, like this, the title is kind of scratched off, there's like some gunk on the back, but I thought this was a fun copy, especially in the back. It has like creepy, like eldritch sort of vibes. So Arthur Machen is like a horror writer from the 1800s, and he was one of the inspirations to H.P. Lovecraft. And so I was like, this sounds really interesting. I've been wanting to get into his stuff after it was referenced in T. Kingfisher's The Twisted Ones, her horror novel that's like very folk horror-y kind of vibe. So I'm excited to get into this. This is a very pretty copy, and it's nice to be able to read some like cosmic eldritch horror and not have to think about how the author is like the most racist person in the world. So this will be fun. I also found, I'm gonna just go in order of like when I found it. So I went to the like occult type section, and I found The Secret Lives of Elves and Fairies from the private journal of the Reverend Robert Kirk. And if you're into any kind of fairy lore, you'll recognize this as the bind up for The Secret Commonwealth, The Secret Lives of Elves, Fauns, and Fairies, which is private journals from this reverend in, I can't remember if it was like Ireland or I think it might be Scotland. I'm not entirely sure. Scotland, yeah. This reverend from Scotland in the 1600s, the 1690s, who, or at least the late 1600s, who was investigating and compiling all of the stories about the kind of like fae, all of the kind of myths and folklore of the fae folk in his area, and compiled them all into his journals, but mysteriously disappeared in 1692. And of course, people love to tell stories. They say that he was whisked away by the fae because he was sharing too much of their secrets. So love that. And this is like a really fun copy because there's like, you know, it has beautiful like font almost, you know, and then it has like these really interesting illustrations. Oh yeah, really cool illustrations. And there's even, in the beginning, there's like an introduction, which is kind of interesting. I think it might, I don't know, it's very sensational. Pepper's coming. She is here, have no fear. It is written by the person, I don't even know who, like, by John Matthews. So John Matthews is the Scottish person who in this introduction is talking about how, hi miss, he went to this old Scottish lady's house and she was telling him stories and like, or maybe not telling him stories, but maybe she had died. And like what, like her granddaughter was like showing him all of her like various like paperwork and artifacts and ephemera that she left behind. And something that she left behind was a manuscript copy of the writings of Robert Kirk. And I haven't finished the introduction just yet. I was just taking a little peek at it. Apparently this guy is claiming like, I know what happened to Robert Kirk, which is just so funny. So I'm really excited to read through all of this. I have another version of like the Secret Commonwealth of Fays, Fawns, and Fairies, but it is like just the straight manuscript. It's not in a pretty edition, and I've really, oh, that's beautiful. I really do feel like this is going to be so much more fun, of like a more fun experience to read, because I've been wanting to read the Reverend Robert Kirk's writings for quite a while. And then I found this cute copy of Redwall for, I got it for my partner because I know that they read this when they were young. And this also is a cool illustrated version. So, and it's just like in really good shape. What? I thought it was signed. I was like, whoa, what's that? What's that all about? I can't tell if this is really, no, this is printed. That's printed. It got me good. Yeah, it's really cute. I love it. And then the last thing I found right before I checked out, this was like on a like bunch of, you know, just, I don't know, like stray random paperbacks on like a little shelf. This is a tiny little paperback from 1976. It's Edgar Casey's Story of the Origin and Destiny of Man. I love Edgar Casey. I'm gonna try and not like give you the abridged version of his story so as to not bore you. But if you're into like weird turn of the century mystics, psychics, if you're into any sort of high strangeness around like Appalachia and the history of like, you know, high strangeness in Appalachia, he is a very interesting person to look into. He was born in Hopkinsville, Kentucky, and through like a bunch of stuff that happened in his life, he ended up finding out that if he could be put into this hypnotic state, like if he could be put under hypnosis, he would be able to psychically diagnose and find out what was like wrong with certain people, like health, and then would give like folk remedies. He would be like channeling like this information from who knows, you know, aliens, angels, I don't know, and then would relay those folk remedies to the people who needed them, and they, according to the stories, would work very well. And then the more that he started to do this, the more he started to get like transmissions from like, I don't know, ultra terrestrials or like higher angelic beings, you know, guardian angels, who I don't even fucking know, you know, no one knows. But he started to stop, like, get like, you know, information about Atlantis, like reincarnation, like all of that kind of crazy stuff. So this is a you know, bind up of a bunch of his psychic visions of man's unknown history and future from Edgar Casey, who at the end of the day was like I don't think he was like a grifter or like a scam artist in any way. I truly do believe that he was just like a normal person who got like wrapped up in all of this and like truly believed the things that he was like receiving in this hypnotic state. Really interesting story. There's a book about his life. It's like a biography. It's called There Is a River, and I read that, and it is a really good book. So that's why I recommend that to you, to check it out if you're into any sort of weirdness like that. So those are all the books that I found. I think I do want to show you another thing I worked on this week, which is my April spread for my reading journal. So this is it. It is like froggy, springy themed. I really wanted to, because my TBR is a bunch of books that are like red and green and pink. I was inspired by that color story and try to find as many of the appropriate stickers that I could find that were like springy, mushroomy, froggy. We got some snails in here too, so I'm really pleased with how this turned out. And yeah, I think for the rest of the day, my plan is to work on The Sims. I have this new legacy challenge that I want to do. It is the Occult Legacy Challenge, and the first generation starts in Strangerville, which I haven't played through Strangerville, like the whole mystery yet, so I thought that that would be a good opportunity to jump into that. And I'm gonna make my sim. I'm gonna make my first Occult Legacy Challenge sim today, and then I'm probably gonna read a little bit more of Clash of Kings. I don't have it with me. Clash of Kings, the second Game of Thrones book, which is really heating up. I'm like just past like the 50% mark, and things are hopping off. I won't give any spoilers, even though I'm sure so many people have watched the show, so would not be spoiled, but things are popping off. I love all of the elements of weird mysticism and psychic powers, dreams and portents, and all of that stuff. Sorcery, super fun. But yeah, I think I am going to work on my little sim, and I think I'll probably close out the vlog here. I don't know how long this vlog is. I don't know if it's really anything interesting, but that has been like a week in my life. I was able to kind of do a bunch of fun crafts. I read a bunch. I filmed at least one custom. and posted a couple clips. I went on my fun bookstore adventures, and then also went out to eat with my partner and friends, and saw Dario Argento's Tenebrae in theaters, which was a hoot and a holler. So fun. If you love like old slashers or giallo, like definitely check that out. And I think that's like basically everything that I've done this week. So it's been a chill week. I've really enjoyed it. That's a week in my life, basically. So yeah, I hope this was fun. I hope this was enlightening, and I hopefully will try to be more consistent with vlogs, but no promises. I really only do things when I'm inspired to do them. So we shall see. This might be fun and I might get inspired to do more of them, but we shall see. But yeah, maybe in the next couple of vlogs. I do have a bunch of stickers coming in, and I need to decorate my new water bottle and a funnel. So maybe I'll make a little video about that. But yeah, that's it from me. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. So yeah, bye.